Welcome viewers to Northeast Ed Weekly News Roundup. The Naga Ho NH has called on all Naga political groups, NPGs and civil society organizations CSOs to unite for an amicable political solution at the earliest. This appeal was part of a 5-point resolution adopted during the Naga Ho executive meeting held at Chumakitima on January 27. In a statement, Naga Ho reaffirmed its commitment to sovereignty and self-determination, describing it as the heart and soul of the Naga people. Naga Ho emphasized that all NPGs, CSOs and individuals have a natural right to publicly declare this stance. The Ho reiterated that Nagas are one people united by blood and not circumstance, and affirmed its stand for the collective well-being of all Nagas. Naga Ho urged the Government of India to make accessible the common drafts of the two mutually agreed agreements, the Framework Agreement with the NSC and IM and the agreed position with the Working Committee, Naga national political groups to facilitate comprehensive discussion and accelerate the resolution process. With a renewed commitment, Naga Ho stated that 2025 must be a year of Naga political solution and appealed to all negotiating parties to expedite the process. The Working Committee of Naga National Political Groups WC NNPGs has appointed General Retired MB Nakpao Konyak, President of GPRN NSC and U as convener of Working Committee NNPGs. This was among several resolutions adopted during the meeting of the group on Thursday. A day after GPRN NSC and Unification President General Retired MP Nakpao Konyak was appointed as convener of the Working Committee, Naga National Political Groups WC NNPGs with two other NSC and R Atokilonsa P. Tikak and NSC and GPRNK Atokilonsa Colonel Retired Isaksumi as working conveners. The Working Committee NNPGs group led by GPRN NSC and Atokilonsa and Kitovi Zimomi declared that it would not allow any element to denounce the historic agreed position signed on November 17, 2017. Taking note of some vested group trying to confuse the public with the formation of new Working Committee, NNPG's working convener and Kitovi Zimomi and co-conveners Kumukam Toshi Waling and Shitoho Chopi issued a clarification following an emergency meeting held on January 31st. The Department of School Education DOS has announced the implementation of the Smart Attendance Management and Informative Live SMILE Smile app across all government schools and establishments in Nagaland from February 1, 2025. Teachers and staff must mark attendance daily using the Smile app kiosks at their respective institution. To ensure smooth functioning, the Data HR cell at DOS Kohima will monitor attendance and manage related issues. The app introduced under the Nagaland Education Project, the Lighthouse Nectar, uses facial recognition, time stamping and geofencing for attendance, leave application and tracking. The initiative aims to enhance administrative efficiency, data-driven decision-making and accountability in the education system. DOS has urged all the stakeholders to cooperate with the app. Football fever has taken over Nagaland as the Nagaland Super League NSL officially kicked off on January 28, featuring 7 teams competing for the coveted title. The league, organized to boost football in the state, commenced with an inaugural ceremony at Chumakitima Football Stadium, CFS, coinciding with the birth anniversary of Dr. Talemaran Au, India's first national football team captain. The event saw dignitaries including Chief Minister Nepiru, AIFF President Kalyan Chobe, state ministers and representatives from various football associations. The NSL featured Nagaland United Sports Club, Frontier Warriors, Red Scars Football Club, Sechu Zubza Football Club, Longtarok Football Club, Barak Football Club and 27th United Football Club. The league follows a round-robin format totaling 42 matches, with the top 4 teams securing playoff berths. Matches are being held at Chumakitima Football Stadium CFS and Indira Gandhi Stadium IGS Kohima. Uttarakhand made history on Monday as the first state in post-independent India to implement the Uniform Civil Code UCC. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has launched a UCC portal and has issued a notification following government employee training mock drills and dry run session. Chief Minister Dhami emphasized that the UCC was drafted after extensive consultation with experts, locals and community representatives to ensure uniformity and empower women. The UCC covers marriage, divorce, inheritance and live-in relationships, mandating the registration of marriages, divorces and live-in relationships to protect property and children rights with penalties for non-compliance. The law specifies that only mentally capable individuals aged 21 men or 18 women who are not already married can enter into a union with mandatory registration for legal recognition. While supporters hail it as a step towards equality, critics warn of societal division. The debate extends beyond Uttarakhand as Article 44 of the Constitution advocates for a uniform civil code nationwide. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has referenced the Supreme Court stance, stressing that implementing a common court aligns with the Constitution vision.